the adage of, people join organizations, but they leave leaders. I do happen to believe in that, but I also see the space shifting so radically right now away from traditional, what we might call patriarchal leadership, away from an upper out culture. And I think we've always known what the problems in those cultures are, but we feel a lot more empowered to speak out about it now. And the trend of the Great Resignation empowers people to say, here's what I don't like about bosses right now. And I do actually think a festering sore at the heart of this disconnection is when people underperform, they tell themselves a story that their boss disapproves of them, even if the boss is not disapproving of them, even if the boss has no awareness of their underperformance. Um, and even if the boss is, behind the scenes supportive. Many of us tell the story when we make a mistake. Oh, I've lost all support from my leader, and we will spiral with that story. And in fact, we will spiral in sort of contrary motion to the direction of the organization. So, for example, I saw an employee at a tech firm a couple months ago who was brand new on the job, was overwhelmed on their first day, like literally their first day, and basically confessed to me later, after a lot of improvement had happened, that they went home that day and planned to quit because they assumed they could never bounce back after a terrible first day. Um, and in fact, it was many, many days before this person, whose performance was improving, felt like they were successful at all. And they conflated that success and that feeling of success with being accepted and welcomed by their team, even though their team was completely neutral throughout. So if your employees who are screwing up, let's say, constantly believe that with every screw up, you as a leader are distancing yourself from them, they are moving further and further away from the organization. And in fact, maybe they are seeking approval in, again, contrary motion. Maybe they find the other folks who are underperforming and feeling disapproved of, and they roll their eyes with them across the meeting room, or they grab drinks with them after work and talk trash about the organization and the boss. And a whole subculture and toxic culture starts to develop. When in fact, all that's needed to counter the assumption that the leader is disconnected and disapproves of me is a split second of approval for anything. That all leader would have to do is notice something strong that person is doing, and that entire narrative disappears. And so I do believe that that is a reversal technique for the Great Resignation that people are not exploring, is the degree to which they are actually noticing authentically, no matter how small, the positive contributions that people are making and actually taking the time to share them.